Beau is Afraid. This is the new Ari Aster movie that I didn't have time to go and watch this movie when it came out this weekend. And so, like, this movie, I've heard so many conflicting things about it. I really just had to go and watch it for myself. And here's the thing. I do like Ari Aster. I love Midsummer and Hereditary. They're two horror movies that are very different. And they grab me a lot because horror movies do not scare me. Those ones scare me. And so, yeah, and I love Joaquin Phoenix. And I actually saw the trailer for this movie months ago. And I was super interested in this movie from that. And this movie was not what I expected it to be. First of all, when I started hearing press about this movie and I heard it's 3 hours long, I was like, wait a minute, what? I had no idea that this was going to be 3 hours long. Also, this movie there's a lot of people saying this is one of the worst movies they've ever seen. It's awful. And then there's a lot of people saying it's an amazing movie and you gotta watch it. I don't know what this movie means, what it's about, or how to even describe it to you. Yeah, the plot of the movie is about some guy trying to see his mom, but that is not the plot of this movie. This movie does not have, like, a plot that's coherent on surface level. It's very much like a Stanley Kubrick film in some points, where, like, you know, like a 2001, where you're just meant to analyze everything. But even that has more of a plot and a story to it. And it's just like, this is a confusing mess of jumbled things and ideas. And, you know, so I'm just going to talk openly about my interpretation of the movie. And I'm not going to be able to interpret everything of the movie, but my interpretation of this movie is, from the beginning of this movie, Beau is asked if he feels guilt for his mother, about his mother and their relationship. I think he does. And I think that's the point of this movie, is him working through his mental thoughts and feelings mentally, and then eventually drowning in his guilt and his problems throughout the movie. It's this man slowly going insane. That is my interpretation of the movie. But yeah, so I don't take my word as gospel, but that's what I think this movie was about. And yeah, I think basically, honestly, if this movie sounds interesting to you or looks interesting to you, go watch it. Because yes, it's 3 hours long. Yes, it's a very polarizing film, and some people may love it, some people may hate it. But you will at least get your money's worth and get an experience. Because I will tell you this, at a certain point, I was like, man, this movie's really long. Is it going to ever wrap up? You know, I was starting to feel that a little bit. But by the end of this movie, I felt like my experience was satisfying and felt like I had seen an experience. And I don't fully know whether I like this movie or don't. And I will not understand everything, even on, like, by 10th view. But I do think I really enjoyed this movie. It was an experience. And I think that if you like these type of A24 movies, go watch it. You will get something out of it. Will you love it? I can't guarantee that. Will you hate it? I can't guarantee that. But this is a movie that has a lot of things to say, has a lot of amazing direction and cinematography and visuals, and it is just unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. In good ways, bad ways, yes. But it is a movie.